Hey guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So before we start discussing today's topic, let me request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button here. Once you click on it, you will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner. Post you subscribe to my channel, also make sure to press the bell icon and click on all. You will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner so that whenever I upload a video, you get the notification about the same without any misses. Also, I would request you all to subscribe to my Telegram channel with the name HYIT Intraday Calls because I share a lot of things over there and it might be helpful to you in some way or the other. All right, so before starting today's discussion, let me go ahead and give you all a quick reminder. I hope every one of you are staying back home in order to make sure that you and your family are safe. Please do remember that you have to take up the ownership and the responsibility to keep them safe. Okay, so having that said, let's move on to today's discussion with a disclaimer. So, today's topic is about the learning curve. Okay, what it means is what are the stages through which you should be going through as a learner. Now, as most of you would agree with me that maximum of us are not ready to learn and want everything on a ready-made basis, which will not help us to stay back in the market in the long run. Okay, so this video is dedicated to the guys who are interested to learn and who are in the process of learning, and also for the guys who have already taken up the learning and still struggling to be profitable. Okay, so first thing first, if you want to make money in the stock market, then learning is the only option through which you can be successful. Okay, now let's say in a normal scenario, and I would say this happens to everyone who steps into the stock market. Now, when do we actually think of learning things and then earn money in the stock market? You take the learning decision when you see that things are not working on your behalf and you are not able to earn consistent profits. That is when you divert your mind towards learning, right? Now, this is the very first thing which you did right till date. Okay, so you start finding a trainer or a mentor. I mean, both are the same thing, just that mentor is more fancier, is a more fancy term. Okay, but trainer, mentor, everything is the same. Okay, so you start finding a trainer or a mentor. It might be through your friends or through online research, or you might be following someone since many years, and finally you decide to get trained by that particular trainer. So you joined the training. Initially, everything seems to be working beautiful. You are really happy that you took up the right decision, and now your money making days are here. Then the training gets over, and it's time to get on to the trading terminal and earn some money. So you start trading, and unfortunately, things don't go well. You are still losing money. So, what exactly is happening? What's going wrong? Now, this video is exactly about that. Okay, so see, irrespective of the fact of from where or from whom you took up the training, it does not guarantee you that you will make money the way your trainer is making money. Okay, because there are many angles to which, there are many angles to it, which we will discuss further in this video. There are some stages which needs to be completed when you are in the learning process. And if you don't complete those stages, then the chances are that you will not be successful. Okay, as per me, there are three stages. Let's talk about them one after the other. Okay, so stage one, taking up the training. Okay, now in this stage, you will come to know what exactly needs to be done. Okay, basically, you will be knowing about the psychological aspects and the technical aspects of the trading world. Okay, what are the things that you should be doing? What are the things that you should not be doing? And all those stuffs. You will learn about the technicals, you will learn about technical analysis, you will learn about fundamental analysis and how to apply them, how to decide your trades by using the technicals, etc., etc. Okay, so all these things will be known to you by the time stage 1 is over. But trust me, this is not sufficient for you to start earning. This is where stage 2 comes in. Stage 2, as I say, is observation. I emphasize on this aspect the most. Okay, please understand that Whatever I'm saying, you will not find it anywhere because these are my real time learnings. These are my real time experiences that I'm sharing with you all. Okay, by doing and following these exact things in today's date, I am earning well in the stock market. So pay a very close attention to whatever I'm saying here. Okay, so back to observation. Once you know the stepping stone of trading that you learned in stage one, it is very, very important for you to observe things in the live market and relate them to what you have learned. Okay, see, the trainer has been doing the same things since the last 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 years. Okay, so he is very comfortable in deciding the trades the moment he sees the charts. But you will not be in that comfortable zone the way he is when you see the charts. Okay, now this difference comes in because of the observation factor. Let me give you a very simple example. Let's say that your trainer has asked you to use super trend as one of the technicals. Okay, let me do this. Let me take you to the charts so that things are more clear there. Okay, let me open up the chart here. Okay, this is already taken up by me beforehand. This is the 5 minutes chart for Granules India. I think it is yesterday's chart, 27th of March. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about observation. Okay, let's say you are a trader and either you are at stage 2 right now, or you have completed all the three stages and you have already started trading. Okay, so you are a trader, you are an intraday trader, and you are using super trend as your technical, and I assume that every one of you know how to use super trend. Okay, so just by seeing this chart, you very well know that super trend is asking you to go short. Okay, and you as a trader, you were busy throughout the day and you got to see the chart at somewhere around 1:30 in the afternoon. So this candle is 1:30 p.m. candle. Okay, so the moment you opened the chart at 1:30, this was the candle which was going on. Okay, so you decided not to take an entry because it has already fallen. Being a 140 or 150 rupees crip, it has already fallen for 5 to 6 rupees. So you want to be more safe, you want to be in a more safer side. Okay, so you are looking out for a hint from where you can initiate the trade. Okay, you just can't catch this train. Okay, you just can't catch a falling knife. Okay, because it has continuously given like 6 red candles and you are seeing this at the 7th red candle, so you cannot blindly take a short entry. Okay, so what you decided is let it fall and then let it retrace back. When it retraces back and faces a resistance at the super trend and again starts falling down, I will take a short entry at that time. Okay, that was your thought process. So 130 was when you started looking at the charts. 135 it felt further. 140 it gave a solid green candle, and you decided that you will make an entry at the 1340 candle, that is 140 candle. Okay, so the 140 candle started in red and you took a short entry. Okay, you initiated a sell trade. Okay, and it came down and it was flat for some time, and after some time it started moving up. Okay, so you are in a loss right now. Okay, and this is not new. Okay, it happens to every one of us. The moment we take a short trade, it starts moving up. The moment we take a long trade, it starts moving down. Okay, nothing new, but we have to rely on our technicals. We have to rely on the strategy on which that we follow, okay, religiously, and stick back to the trade. Okay, so you have taken a short entry and it started moving up, but you have learned in the training that unless and until the super trend is breached in the upward direction, you can stay back in the trade. Okay, so till now the super trend has not been breached, right? Till 1450 the super trend has not been breached. In the 1455 candle, that is the 255 candle, the super trend was breached and the price was going up continuously. Now this is where the observation factor comes into picture. A guy who has not observed the market well will not have this experience. So 99% of the guys will come out of their trade the moment they see the green candle going up after breaching the super trend. But the guy who has observed the market, the guy who has observed the candlestick movement, he will wait for the candlestick to close. Why? Because unless and until the candle closes, you never know whether the super trend has been breached or not. Okay, so taking a decision before the closure of a candlestick is not right at all. Okay, so the guy who has observed the market and the candlesticks very closely, he will wait for this particular candle to close. Okay, for the 255 candle to close. And as you can see here, when the 255 candle closed, it did not breach the super trend, which means that there are still chances that Granules India will fall further because super trend is still working as a resistance. Okay, and at the 3 o'clock candle, it fell. Okay, it fell quite nicely. So let's say, for example, you had taken an entry at the low of this candle, okay, of the 215 candle. You have taken the short entry at the low of this candle. The low of this candle is 140.30. Okay, so your sell entry was initiated at 140 rupees 30 paise. Okay, and this candle's low was 137. Okay, so 137 and 140.30, a good 3 rupees 30 paise profit you are in right now. Okay, now at this point you will have two type of traders. One, the first type of trader will be the one who will prefer to square up the position because he has already earned 3 rupees 30 paise in a 140 rupees scrip, which is more than 1% of the scrip price. So he is a happy man. Okay, and there is nothing wrong in doing that. Okay, so if you are earning 3 rupees 30 paise in a 140 rupees script as an intraday trader, there is no other point in being greedy. Okay, so the first kind of trader will square up the position. Now there will be a second type of trader. Okay, the second type of trader will decide to stay back in the trade and take the full advantage of the fall. He is expecting Granules India to fall further. Now the question is why? Okay, and the answer to this question is observation. Now see here on the charts, the 3 o'clock candle closed here, a big red candle. Next is the 3-5 p.m. candle. Now see the super trend. The super trend is sliding down, which means that there are more chances for this script to fall. Now guys, understand here, this is a very close and sharp observation that has been made by the second trader. Okay, sliding of the super trend, the curve, okay, the curving of the super trend in the downward direction hints you that the script can fall down further. Okay, so you can see here that the super trend is flat. Here the super trend is flat, but there are places where the super trend is curved. See, here it is curved, here it is curved, here it is curved. So by having a very close observation of the super trend downward curve, the second trader decided to stay back and he was rewarded accordingly. This is the exact kind of observation I am talking about here. And having this type of observation is not easy. You need a lot of patience and you need to have a lot of confidence in holding back to your trade even after you see that you are in profits. Okay, if you ask about me, I I am both the kind of trader. Okay, I I am very flexible. I am very fast in switching things. Okay, when it comes to trading. Okay, now I know there will be guys who will take another meaning of it, but trust me, I'm talking only about trading. I'm very fast in switching things and trading. Okay, so the first kind of trader, I become the first kind of trader when I'm giving the recommendations in the premium channel. Okay, if I have asked the premium guys to go short at this candle, at the 215 candle, and when I see that the 3 o'clock candle is giving me a profit of 3 rupees 30 paise for a 140 rupees script, I will immediately ask the guys to square up their positions and be happy with their profit. Now I become the second trader when I'm doing my personal trades, my trades. Okay, if I am in a particular trade, if I have taken a position, then I will decide to stay back in this trade. Okay, just because the super trend curve is curving downward. So it gives me a lot of confidence that Granules India has all the chances of falling down further. Okay, so that was about me. Okay, so I hope you get the gist of what I have just explained, what I mean by observation. Okay, so uh, yeah, so this is the observation factor that I'm talking about. Okay, it will take a lot of time for you to observe things to trade well. Remember that. Okay. And that is where you develop the experience for yourself as well. Okay. So I hope you're getting the point. Okay. Just by taking up the training, you cannot expect to start earning immediately. Okay. Post the training, you need to start observing things in both the live market and in the offline market as well. You need to be totally into the charts. You have to enjoy analyzing the charts. Okay, or else I'm sorry to say, but if you don't do that, you will be in square one. Okay, and how fast you grasp things from the observation you do depends on person to person. We cannot define a timeline for that. Okay, so that was all about stage 2 that I call as observation. Okay, also remember that while observing things, you are not trading. Okay, so another very important aspect is still pending for you that you need to cover up as well. Okay, and that is what stage 3 is all about. Stage 3 is implementation. Now comes the time when you should be all ready to implement your learnings and your observations in the live market. Okay, and let me tell you this is also not easy. Okay, the implementation stage is also not easy because when you implement things, your mind will play games. Your discipline factor will vanish somewhere. Panic trading sets in. Greed takes over, and many more such things will happen with you. Okay, so the implementation stage has to be carried out wisely and in control. Okay, rules. You need to define the rules. Rules like position sizing are mandatory. If you don't know what position sizing is, then I will paste the link of the position sizing video in the description section and you can go through that. Okay, so this stage also takes a lot of time and you cannot expect things to be working overnight. Okay, so this was all about stage 3, wherein you trade in the live market, but you trade wisely and in control. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, guys. Excuse me if the video is a bit longer, but it is very important for me to give you the points in details so that you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so the baseline is do not compare your performance or the way you trade with that of your trainer. The guy who have made you learn these things have already learned all these things many years earlier, and you have just started, or many, maybe you are halfway through it. So give yourself some time. Okay, so don't discourage yourself by comparing yourself with someone who is already doing well in the trading world. Okay, good things take time to happen, and you need to be very dedicated and disciplined in order to achieve that. Okay, nothing is impossible, guys, nothing at all. Trading is easy, but not simple. Remember this, and the day you understand this, there will be no looking back. Okay, so I hope you got the right way and the right perspective of learning things. Okay, so that's it, guys, and as always would request you all to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also please do not miss the ending of the video as you will get to know some more details about HYIT that might be helpful to you in some way or the other. And please feel free to ask your questions if any. uh, or if you have any queries in the comments section below, and I will surely answer back to them. Okay. And also please do not forget to like the video if you liked it. So that's it for now from my end, and I will see you all later. Hope you all will stick back. Happy trading. Bye bye. Stay back home. Thank you so much.